Okay, so here we are at the Chrono Command, and today I have a very special guest in Tom Young. Tom, thanks very much for coming onto the show, mate.
Hello. It's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. Cheers.
Mate, the pleasure's all mine because it's been good that we've connected again. I think through Instagram, we got to contact each other again through maybe the Space Orcs and stuff like that. And I remember seeing your imagery of your orcs on Facebook as well through the second edition
Yeah,
40K group and all that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure I sent you a model, didn't I, at
You
some point?
did. And when we talked again just recently, I was at work on Friday, I scrolled up and I thought, hang on, I see this parcel and I see this dwarf. And then I remember, oh yeah, Tom kindly sent me one of the Marauder champions I was after to complete my
Yeah,
command set. So thanks again,
I
mate. Yeah,
remember.
I was chuffed about that.
Yeah, and
It's
I
still
remember the
here.
model as well. I was, yeah, it was one I struggled painting. I had to paint him twice, I think, and I just didn't like it. I don't know why. He's a nice model, but not for me.
Yeah, it's just no. Thanks again, mate, because that will just sort of complete my. I'm trying to complete the Marauder line of miniatures for the dwarves. Is that my favorite as a fantasy army? So, but anyhow, we're here to talk about your wonderful work in the miniature hobby. But first, maybe we can talk about how you got into the hobby, mate.
Oh yeah. So maybe I don't know. Quite a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I think I hurt my back. I've been really physical, and then straight after hurting my back, I had like knee operation, went all out on that, and then I found that I couldn't do like gym work, which was a big part of my life. And then you're just like, what else can I do? And like kind of, I suppose it's not like a midlife crisis, but it's something to fill the time. It's like a hobby, you know? And like speaking to other people and friends, like most of them don't have a hobby. It's a weird thing. So it's quite a nice thing to do. And like when I started looking at models again, they're kind of like the only ones that really interested me were the ones that I knew as a kid, I guess. Like you have the whole, like so many people, they have the whole reminisce factor. When you look at them, you're just brought straight back into the excitement of like going and getting one. They were so, when I was a kid, they were so rare that you would go see the shop. I think at the time, I grew up in Swansea. I can't remember whether I went to the shop in Swansea or not. I don't know whether there was one, but there was certainly a white dwarf there. It picked it up in W.H. Smith, and that was good. But then I moved to um, East Sussex, I think, and the closest Games Workshop there was in Tunbridge Wells, which was like 40 minutes drive away or something like that. But going there was a rare occurrence, and I think I had maybe, I want to say I had 50p a week pocket money. You save them up, and then off you go, grab one. Yeah, it was brilliant. Loved it. So it was good trying to recreate that like a feeling. Yeah. Plus now I had a little bit more um, uh, like not excess cash, but like money that I could spend on other things, like the gym subscription or whatever. And then it was just nice to be able to like buy the miniatures that I like coveted as a kid. Yeah, it was good. I think the Space Hawk ones here, most of them have come either through trading pages, like I've swapped a lot of them. And then obviously you've got the inevitable eBay. And thank God I bought them before the prices on them like skyrocketed. Sweet Jesus, they're like proper expensive now. Yeah.
Yeah, like the holy grail of any collector now, I think, mate. The Chaos Dwarves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are. And those there, I had a large part of them sent from, oh, I can't remember his name now. It'll come back to me, but they most of them come from a collector in Canada, and he sent them over. I'd sold a load of sixth edition, like the Monopose metal dwarfs. I sold a load of those to a guy in America, and then with that money, I pretty much swapped them for the Chaos Dwarfs. Yeah,
Wow.
it was good. But like it was very good of the guy in Canada to sell them to me for like a legit price. It was like I didn't mind paying for them like that. But now they're like £10 a pop. You're like, why can you spend money on that?
The most
Yeah.
unwanted army back in the day when they came out.
Yeah.
No one like I never saw a Chaos Dwarf army in my entire history of playing the game, and then all of a sudden they've just become this rarity that everybody needs to get and collect. And even myself, I've got myself caught into it as well. I looked at the book and I thought, and looked at the miniatures now in retrospective, thinking actually they're pretty cool. I wouldn't mind painting up a unit of those and incorporating my own orc units and black orc units to make an army. But yeah. But not at those silly prices. Absolutely no way.
No, like nuts. I think the first models I started painting would have been like kind of before I hurt my back. Actually, I wanted to make like a chess set, and I used the old metal goblin squig hoppers as like pawns, and like I never finished it, but like it was the start of like something in my brain just maybe I should get back into it. But yeah, those that army there, I've got like a kind of goblin army, I think, but like it's tucked away in a drawer somewhere. Most of it's probably like falling to bits.
Okay, well, let's have a look at this army. We're going to bring it up on the screen now.
Oh yeah, the Chaos Dwarf ones, yeah.
Yeah, so really, really cool. And yeah, a vast collection of stuff, mate. How many models are in this particular army? Do you know off the top of your head?
I did do like a model count, but I can tell you like there's probably the same amount that is not painted.
Oh, really?
Wow. But mostly hobgoblins. So like missing out of this one here are the like sneaky gits, guys with arrows. There's a couple more wolf riders. There's loads of blunderbusses. Oh, I hated painting them, but they look good as a unit. But like the blunderbusters weren't good. Yeah, the resolution isn't very good.
It's not going to work. I thought I'd just try to zoom in, but I saw this at Jabberwock over here, and I've never seen a Jabberwock. I don't think I've ever seen the model. I've never seen the model, and I've never seen one painted. So it actually looks like a pretty cool model.
Yeah, man, it's brilliant. On a side note, they have been upscaled and kind of remodeled. I think is it Merliton miniatures? They've got a Jabberwock, which is pretty much exactly the same as that one, but maybe the pose is swapped round. But it's scaled up for the new kind of scale from models. Yeah, there's another one that goes along with the Cloud Giant. So they remodeled the Cloud Giant.
And if my eyes don't mistake me, in that orc unit, you've got a whole heap of bolt thrower crewmen, the guy with the spears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And the leader of this warband is I think this is some kind of orc chieftain, like from 3rd edition. It's a really nice model too. I really like that model.
Yeah, but these orcs here are I'm very fond of the one-piece metal miniature. You know,
me too.
I don't mind sticking arms on, but like I don't want to stick like 50 pieces together. I think there's a certain charm to one-piece molds, especially if they get a shield included. I like it. I like the fact you don't have to do anything with them. Yeah. Nice. So all the orcs here, I think they are painted with like regular paint, whereas all of the Chaos Dwarfs and the Hobgoblins, they're specifically painted. I'm trying to like have a go at using the Games Workshop contrast paint. So that's why they're very slightly different in tone. But they worked out well, especially for the Bull Centaurs. I liked painting them with them. It came out well.
That's a nice looking backdrop. The painted backdrop there too, mate. The reflection of the sky and the water is very well done. Did you do that?
Oh yeah! Shout out to Bob Ross tutorial.
Bob Ross, you just can't fail with that guy. He's an absolute genius, that bloke.
Yeah, he is. Like that's the first go at it as well. Do you know? Never tried it before, never done anything, just followed the video, and like it was brilliant. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, mate, he's such a fantastic guy too. I only recently discovered him because of these memes that came out on Facebook, and I had no idea who this person was. And one of my American colleagues at work, he started talking about him, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to check him out." And he seems like the most nicest person in the world, doesn't he? Bob
Yeah,
Ross. Yeah,
yeah, it does.
the late great
Oh,
Bob Ross, I should say. Yeah, but yeah, no,
these
it's really good.
these banners, like there's a great resource, Chaos Dwarfs Online, and like these banners that I used throughout, they were remastered for, and you can print them out, and they come out high definition, exact sizing, and like I can't remember the guy who did it, Malorn DK, I think is on there. So like many thanks to him. Otherwise, I probably would never have done the banners. I hate painting them.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's a fair
It's
point.
probably
That's a
something I
fair
should
point.
do, you know? Like with your Space Orcs, like the banners look amazing. They're brilliant and like totally make an army. And with my Imperial Dwarfs, it's one of, I really should go back and add banners because it should, like it just completes it. But right now with the Imperials, that's all they're missing is the banners.
Mate, it's time consuming, but bloody hell, you painted a Bob Ross backdrop. That's nothing compared to a banner. But
Well,
yeah,
that's
I know.
true. But that the Bob Ross backdrop there was like a lockdown challenge with my partner Emma. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
that's
she painted one
great.
as well. And they both
Nice.
got like pluses and minuses. I preferred hers, she preferred mine. So
Right.
yeah, it's good.
There you go, mate. Yeah. But yeah, banners are a thing that yeah, they do really just enhance the units a lot. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, they're just something from this particular era as well. Banners were just a major part of you know, the to complete a unit. They always came with a banner to finish
Yeah.
them off. Oh, here we go. There's another part of the snowy mountains, the Alps in the background there. Nice. Okay, let's go to the next photo. Here we go. We've got some the main
Yeah,
Chaos Dwarf
just the
contingents there.
dwarfs on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got a load of these plastic ones. And like I think currently they're sitting at like £3 each, which is ridiculous
£3
for like
each. That is
for
just insane.
a plastic monopose. Yeah, it is insane. But
And
this guy in the middle
yeah,
on the kind of like horned beast, that's a great model, and you can still get that. That's called a krungbeast. And like I was surprised when I was looking for inspiration for it that no one had put a chaos dwarf sitting on top of it. Yeah, it was
now
good.
the krungbeast, is that a Citadel model?
I think I want to say,
There it is. There.
man, it's still in production. I can't remember where it come
Really?
from.
Yeah.
I'll type it in now. It'll come up. Hang on.
Okay. I've never seen it before. So maybe it's a Forge World model, perhaps. Didn't Forge World go back and do some Chaos Dwarves in a
Oh
new?
no, this one here is metal. It's like
Oh wow.
Grenadier or
Okay.
someone.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
Cool. And okay, so you've got like a giant lizard or something like that, maybe?
Yeah, like a basilisk,
Salamander, isn't
I
it?
think.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
basilisk. Okay, gotcha. Wow.
yeah.
Look at this.
Still
Look at
making
all these
them.
monsters you've done. That's excellent. I've
I
never
know.
seen an army with lots of monsters in it.
Yeah, well, like we had a brief thing before, but rule of cool. Like I just like them. I
Yeah, man.
thought like it'd be nice to have like a load of chaos animals just
Yeah, that's
running
brilliant.
around.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, because it's something I rarely see, and I really would like to have a collection of monsters as well from that period because they're such great models.
These guys, these little terror birds,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
awesome to paint. They come up in my local game store, and I think they were 50p each. Lovely,
Hmm.
really good.
Wow. What's this thing here with the coloured feathers on its head?
Oh, it's an owl bear, but it
Owlbear.
turned out to be a bit more of a parrot bear.
Right. Okay.
But this is still made. This one here. I can't remember the name of the manufacturer, but if you type in owl bear on Google, it'll come up. Yeah.
It looks like an old world miniatures range or something like that. Is it old world? Not old world. It's an old school miniature range or something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it's called now, but they do a lot of D&D type based models and that kind of thing.
Mm.
But yeah, no, really nice collection there, mate. Very lovely. Okay.
Nice. But the beasts, like they're pretty much all contrast paint. It was good.
Gotcha.
So I
Right.
would do what's it called? I think they're all like Wraithbone spray, I think, and then contrast over the top, and then regular paint mixed in with the contrast to highlight it, and then they're all varnished with like a lacquer, and then the incredible like Tester's dull coat just to finish them off.
Wow.
But frustratingly, I didn't do it with my Imperials, so I've got an entire like week of trying to get the dust off them and then varnish them.
Yeah, getting dust on models is a bit of a pain. I've noticed that with
Yeah.
some old models I picked up recently from from yesteryear. That they do build up this really yucky kind of dusty areas on the models, which I
Yeah.
think the only way of getting rid of it is actually just washing them, just putting them under
Yeah.
some water and get a soft
Yeah.
brush and just brush off the dust.
Yeah. I saw someone suggested to blow them with like an airbrush, but like I
Yeah,
don't have an airbrush or anything. Like, and they're not
yeah.
airbrushed. They're like the only thing I have is like a spray can for undercoating. Yeah.
If it's ingrained dust, it's different from just dust that's settled on the top, from the
Yeah.
past year. Like if it's been there for like 20 odd years or something like that, then you really need to wash it off. But yeah, mate, sorry, mate, you go for it.
Fortunately, they're all like they've all got like a magnet on the bottom, so like it's not so you can stick them on a metal ruler and then off you go. Yeah, so they're all should all be good. At least it makes it easier.
And have
Yeah.
you actually played a game with these?
No, frustratingly, no, I haven't. Um, it's like a resolution for next year, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but primarily I'm more interested in like the smaller games, so Necromunda and Blood Bowl. Necromunda
Oh, yeah,
more especially.
right. Nice one, man. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So let's now jump into the is it the dwarves? No, we'll go for the orcs first. We'll go for the orcs first. We'll go through the orcs, and you can tell us your story about how this all started, this project.
Cool.
And yeah, as most people I think would recognize your orcs from social media sites, and they've probably come across your amazing work. So yeah, go. We just talked about this particular one here. Please tell us a story about this one here, Tom. This first one.
Well, that guy there on the left, I think, is like he's either uncatalogued or unreleased. I can't remember, but he was sent to me in like a nice eBay find where it was a group of models sold for 30 quid, and I think he came. And then a load of like the freebooters. So like I think it was like this guy, yeah, he came with him and like a load of other dudes. So I was very fortunate that he was just tucked away in the back and just not noticed, I think, by the seller. And like
Wow.
at the moment, I'm trying to paint an example of all of the runt heads. So I've got like a vast majority of them, and like I've got I think maybe 3 left to paint. But he was a nice find. Just
Yeah.
scrolling through eBay, saw him in the background, didn't recognize him, couldn't like had a look through the catalog, couldn't see him, and it was like interesting buy.
Even
But
better.
I like how he's like the opposite of the guy on the right.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
Definitely. I love that staff he's holding. The face on the staff here is amazing.
Yeah.
I think.
But
I think. Yeah.
where your pointer is up by the horn, you can see the paint rubbed off the top, and
Oh
like
yeah.
there's a bit of blue paint just on the left hand horn. I think round the side there's bits of splodges, but I see them now,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
they annoy the hell out of me. But I like it just kills my motivation to paint, going back in and having to like redo stuff. So in the interest of like continuing to paint, it's just best to leave him and move on, I think.
I didn't notice it before, Tom, but thanks for pointing it out. We'll never forget those.
Like,
so
yeah,
maybe we should make that a game show in itself. Like, you know, who can point out the blotches of paint in the wrong areas or something like that, or the mistakes or whatever.
They just glare out at me. But like the guy on the left there, like I love his face. His face is probably one of the best that I've painted. I think it just fell out really nicely. Like didn't. Like I think if I was to paint it again, it probably wouldn't get anywhere near it.
No, it looks really good. I really like the face on this guy, actually, the unreleased dude. I love his eye and all that kind of thing. Looks like a really fiery red. And just and are you hitting these with contrast paints as well?
No, no, yes, no. So
bit of both.
It's GW's Moot Green as a base, and then I think it's Warp Lightning, which is a contrast paint. I'm using it as a shade, I guess, as a wash. Then the highlight up again using the Moot Green. Is it Flash Gits Yellow? So mix that in, and then I mix in a white, and then I go in with like a fluorescent paint, which is probably why they're quite bright. So it's either a very thin kind of, like you can barely notice it, a thin bit of green, and then in the eye sockets, it's like a purple, and then obviously around the mouth is the red and pink. Yeah. But like the red and pink around the mouth, it's literally just highlight with the Moot Green, the Flash Gits Yellow, and a white. Highlight up to very nearly white, and then just a very thin glaze over the top. It was like quite easy to do, and the effect has been really good. Like I'm very pleased with them.
Yeah, your army is really visually striking. You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing that struck me when I saw it. I thought, wow, there's so many colors here, but it all works together. Usually, if you have too many colors on models, it kind of has like the opposite effect. But for some reason, you've just pulled it off, man, and like they just look really, really cool.
When you're talking about too many colors on models, half the inspiration for trying to paint a lot brighter is Louise Sugden. She's a Savage Orc guy on Instagram, and like her models are like out of the world. Yeah, they're brilliant. And like her and a guy called Snotling Discotheque have been a big inspiration in trying to paint a lot brighter. My Imperial dwarves, when I look back on them, they look a lot darker, and I wish that they were a bit brighter. But it's probably because I undercoated grey for the dwarfs, whereas these obviously undercoat white.
Yeah, I've gone back to the same thing, mate. Gone back to the same principles what I did back in the 90s. I just gone back and just primed everything white now.
Yeah.
And it's made a massive difference. It really brings your models, you know, they look like little torch lights on the tabletop. And I did the same thing. I did everything in like dark gray in the past, and in my dwarves I had to repaint over them because they were just too dark for my liking now. But very, very visually striking, mate.
They're too dark for me. But look, there, see the banner there. That's directly your inspiration there.
Oh, cool, mate. Excellent.
That's all on you.
Looks really good, man. Looks excellent. Yeah, I really like that a lot. But I love this model too, and the conversion you've done. You've given like the Gazgul claw, but I think that's Yarrick's claw, isn't it? Is that Yarrick's claw?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But like that's also another odd point. Like trying to find a model, trying to find someone that's like put Yarrick's claw on him. It just seems like the correct thing to do, but I couldn't find a model that had it on there. Super pleased. With this one here, I'm a little annoyed that I didn't paint one of the Space Marines helmet. One of the Space Marine helmets should be white or like red. I think there's a little bit too much blue, but especially like say on his belt where it fades into his kind of cloak trim. Yeah. That's a big area of blue that I think should have been broken up with like maybe a white or red stripe down the face. But that's the only thing. This one here, this model here was like, I think the first model I painted for these orcs.
Mm.
And I'm currently like rounding off the rest of the army. They're all being painted for the Old World Army Challenge.
Awesome.
Shout out to Yannick Martin for setting that up. And like,
Yep.
it's been a massive push to get them done. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, mate, it's been brilliant. I hadn't realised you painted so many models. I've
Yeah,
only seen,
yeah,
but the challenge has been a good inspiration for you to motivate you to get a lot of stuff done. Yeah.
to get them done. Yeah, some of these models here, like they haven't appeared on the blog yet, so they're skip past this. Skip past this one. I accidentally sent them to you.
Okay, so yeah, nothing to see here. Okay.
But yeah, this one, I think, like, maybe is it the next picture where it's got the picture of the guy in the hat still?
That's him.
Yeah, there you go. So we was talking about like how photography makes a difference. So if you skip back,
Yeah.
you
It
see
does too,
like
doesn't it? Yeah.
for everyone listening or watching, like I just use my phone, like that's it. And like I have a painting lamp. I haven't brought it in, but like it's just got a daylight bulb, and usually I'm there holding it in one hand and then trying to click it with the other. And it's just lucky that it comes out like nice. With these though, I specifically haven't put any kind of, there's no filters, there's no like autocorrect, there's nothing on them apart from point, click, and then crop to zoom in.
Yeah, often that's the best way though, Tom. I find that, once you start altering photos, it can make it look worse in some instances. I'd rather just take the one good photo and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it takes
either
3
look
times to do it,
worse or slightly unnatural. That one there, like the lighting was just like proper bright, and it's just a difference night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one.
That's probably one of the last models I painted, I think. One of the latest ones. Yeah. I really like the tiny gun. I'm a big fan of the tiny pistol.
The tiny bolt pistols, yeah. Yeah, very Road Trader. Yeah. Obviously the design changed, but they still look cool.
Yeah, we do. He come out specifically a little bit too, like his clothing there's a lot more white on him than there are on the other ones. He does stand out, but I suppose that's quite good. He's supposed to stand out. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely want to pick out the weird boy out of the bunch. That's for sure. To know who they're gonna beat over the head with sticks once he gets too crazy and wants to leave the battlefield. Now these are nice miniatures too, because I've not seen this guy before. This Gretchen.
Yeah, kind of like a crew, one of the crew. But I don't think I've got a gun to go with that particular Gretchen. Do you know? I've got maybe he's just carrying the wrong ammunition. What a stupid boy. But yeah.
We've got the Run Herd there in the background with his megaphone to blast in their little ear holes.
Yeah, it's so good. I do like the fact they got a megaphone. Like,
wow. I don't think I've got this model either. I haven't seen this one before, I don't think. It's actually got this arm is part of the model, yeah? And it's got this megaphone with a big skull on it?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think, you see, all their feet are just wrapped in cloth.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've just given up on, I hate painting them. They always look messy and whatever.
Yeah.
And really, I should go over with, but like I've never used weathering powder, but I think for these feet, I really should get some and pop some on.
Yeah, you could do that, mate. Yep, because you've got a very modern style in your basing, especially. You know, it's a very modern sort of take on the orcs, but it really suits this color, this sort of oxide red color. Really does suit the colors of the model. It doesn't sort of interfere with the colors on the minis. It sort of sets the colors apart from them, so it's quite nice.
The first base I think I've ever painted that wasn't green. But like it was specifically red to try and get them a bit brighter.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's basically, what is it? It's like a, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a red crackle paint that you get from Green Stuff World. But like, I'm sure is it Martian Earth from Games Workshop? I'm sure
Sounds
it's the
like it.
same.
Yeah.
But like, it's that with the turquoise contrast paint on top. And then there's fluorescent orange it's fluorescent kind of reddy orange into fluorescent orange for the edge. And they're really quick to do. It's basically all wet in wet and done.
Brilliant. Now we've got a tractor cannon here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Again, nice vibrant colors. I love all the Bad Moon yellow and the black flames insignias. I like all that kind of stuff. All the markings are really nice.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Yeah, I would like the little bottle full of juice. Yeah, this one here, this one was like one of the first War Machine things that I painted, and like I don't like it, to be fair. Like I think if I was to do it again, and like I would paint all of the rivets. I think it's such a time-consuming job, but it makes it look so much better. And like I think if I could probably leave the paint job as it is and just paint all the rivets, and it would probably make everything seem a bit brighter. But like it was the first time you see the checkers on there. They're like kind of they're like a transfer on there. But like I think I should take them off, but I think I varnished them on. But like that's a little bit. It's one of those kind of things that you just learn not to do again.
So the transfer, you didn't particularly like the transfer effect?
No.
Okay.
I kind of like the one underneath the.
This one's quite cool. Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, that one there. But the one on top just looks stuck on. It's like, never mind.
But I painted mine. I didn't really like mine either, personally. But I painted all the rivets on as well. I did all the rivets in a black. But I quite like yours because it has all these separate plates on it, all different colors, and I quite like that. So it's all been sort of stuck together from random bits that they've sort of gathered and looted from. So I do like that aspect of your Pulsar rocket, and I think it does have a lot more character. And you've got like sort of written in writing on the top here as well.
Oh yeah,
so it does. Yeah. Yeah, these things are nuts. I forgot to first see what it has, what it does in the game a few days ago, and they're really quite funny to use in second edition. Okay.
Yeah, it's great that it's got a wooden launch.
Yeah,
platform,
it's good, isn't it? Yeah. More Gretchen.
Yeah, these I loved painting them. They were brilliant to paint. Like I loved them, and they come out really well. They were. I remember painting them at the time, and they come out really quickly. Like, I don't know why. It took me ages to get the motivation to paint them, but when I started, they were really good. Yeah.
And love all the squigs. Got a lot of squigs too, which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. They started collecting them. Someone sent me some models. I think again, it was like a kind of like a mash of metal models on eBay. Like I couldn't even see them. And like when I unpacked them, they were stuck underneath the flap in the corner of the box. So they weren't even wrapped up. Wow. They were just stuck in. I could have so easily have thrown them away.
Yeah, mate.
But I had three in that box. And then when I had them, I was like, oh my God, I remember these. And like ever since then, I was like, just have a look for them.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
But again, these are like these little squigs. Now, if you search and you specifically buy a squig, they're like proper expensive, and they're tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny. I really like this one. I think the amount of I can tell you really enjoy painting them because the amount of detail you put into them, and just highlighting all the flesh tones and that kind of thing on them, and all the teeth, and they're really nice, mate. So yeah, I can tell you really enjoy painting this particular unit.
Yeah.
There he is. He's a third edition. Is he a runt herd as well, this guy? He's like the crewman.
Yeah, I like like I'd always stick him next to like a machine, so he's got something to fix. So you can be a bit of both, a mech or a runt herd, I guess.
Yep. Yep. He fits the job title, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, if I had the time, do you know, I would like stick little flames on his spiky hat helmet. Yeah,
yeah.
like these guys are good. I really like the weird boy here or the warp head. Like I like how his hair
Oh,
come
I
out.
love this model, man. Yeah, I really want to get this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's on my
like his
list.
brass bells. I like the squigs. I like shiny red boots. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I like the white and red flame combination you got here too on the shoulder pad. I think that's a really, really nice alternative just to having, so I did everything in yellow and black and just kept it really simple and added a little bit of blue, but I like having all this red and the white and red as well to sort of separate the colors, break it up a little bit.
I think like I remember initially like color choice or like which bits should be what color have been like either the greatest demotivator to painting a model or conversely the greatest motivator. Do you know, like when I'm thinking about painting these, I just want to paint like I don't know, like the biggest cloth area yellow because he's a bad moon, and then everything else slightly different. But that there is yellow because like I didn't think that like a blue one it would like jar off his trousers. Like black didn't seem to fit because like it's like underneath him is all black and he's got a black trim. So white just seemed to be the only choice really I thought to paint him. I was like, I didn't really know what else to do.
Yeah, I think it's a good choice, mate. I like that. I like how you broke it up with a bit of white, and
Yeah,
it gives his hair a bit more, a bit more of a focal point too, because he's got this really crazy looking blue and pink hair.
yeah, that's it. Like his lobotomy.
Yeah, I've got one of these minders, but I'm just wondering, were there only one minder released
No,
for
no,
the
there are like there's one I haven't got with like a copper staff. There are some with like
right?
I've got them. There's some with like they got little horns on.
Oh,
I think there's like maybe 3 other models. Yeah.
cool. Okay, I have to hunt those down
Yeah.
because I've got this guy, and I'm using a Mad Boy for my other minder.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough
Yeah, I know
minders.
the one. Is he
Yeah.
the one with horns crouching down?
No, he's not, dude. He's one like kicking
Ah,
his foot up, like he's kicking up the bum,
yeah, that's it.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what a good minder should do to every weird boy. You just give him a good kick and
There
kick of
he is.
submission. There he
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So yeah, great model. I painted mine as well. Really nice model to paint.
Yeah. I tried to make him have like kind of drooling and like snot, but like nah,
Yeah,
it
man, he looks
didn't.
psycho, man. You painted
Yeah.
his face. He looks completely psycho. And yeah, you can see like the purple drool
Yeah.
coming out of his mouth there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't know whether. Yeah, I don't know whether it worked. Like, got him here. I don't know. I don't know whether he can like whether he come out.
We won't see it on the small screen. I'm sorry, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they come out like
yeah,
it looks a lot brighter in real life. Yeah,
sure.
but
Yeah,
like on that picture there, it seems to like fade into the green a lot more. But yeah,
cool. Here he is, the
yeah,
Warphead,
there he is. Look at him.
twin
And that little
bolters.
yeah, he's completely deranged. Like no one's going to
Yeah,
refuse him 2
yeah,
bolters. But yeah, I
yeah.
just
That's
look at
awesome.
him and I see like this there's the little splodge of black on the shoulder, the black on the yellow sleeves. Yeah, I'm just like,
Mate, don't
nah.
look at it. Don't look at it, Tom. It's okay. I honestly can't see it. Honestly, mate, I really can't see any faults with it. But
Yeah,
I know
well, you're very kind.
from personal experience, like you're the person who painted it is always going to find faults with whatever they do. I know that
Yeah,
feeling, mate. But other people will never see it, mate.
yeah,
So don't worry about it. It looks perfect to me. Oh, here he is, the exclusive
yes,
or unreleased runt herd with his squigs.
yeah, brilliant. He's either unreleased or uncatalogued. I think
I don't
he's
know.
probably unreleased.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
send this picture to Kev Adams and see what he says, mate. Let's see what the feedback is on from the Golden Master himself. because he designed it. So maybe he did it
Yeah.
and they just never released it. And you've got like the only like white metal, model in
Nah,
existence, or there was
nah,
like a
I'm sure you can find him. He'll be around. But
yeah
yeah,
maybe
I
yeah
loved all these squigs. And look, like the little green kind of alien squig
yeah
right in the middle. He's like a chaos familiar, I think,
right
from fantasy. Yeah, but he
gotcha.
fits in really well.
Yeah, I had not noticed that. I've never seen that model before, but now you say it's a Chaos Familiar, then that makes more
Yeah.
sense because I didn't know it was a squig, but it fits in perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a couple of
My
them dotted
God.
around.
Did you
Yeah.
put the eyeball in this guy here, this yellow
Yeah.
squig?
Yeah. Oh, the yellows. Yeah, that is tiny. Yeah, that is a tiny, and his teeth are a pain to pick out. Yeah.
I bet, mate. Yeah, bloody hell. That is some incredible detail. Very nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the big tall squig. What an iconic one.
Yeah,
Everyone loves
I
him.
love that guy. He looks like Big Bird from Sesame Street, just without
Yeah.
a body, like just the head without the feathers. But yeah, he just looks like, just reminds me of Big Bird from Sesame Street. I don't know why, but he's got the legs and the face for it. But yeah, great model.
Yeah, I always think he'd be a good, like you could convert him into something else. He'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah,
look at him.
definitely.
He's my favorite model out of them all, the unreleased one.
Yeah, really, really impressed with that one. That really struck me at first. I thought, wow, okay, I've never seen this guy before, but I'm really impressed by it. Now we're going into your freebooter collection. Now, of course, anybody
Yeah.
who's listening to the podcast who's thinking, well, Josh, this is great. We can't see the images. Go to the my YouTube channel, and you can see all of the images of Tom's great work. Yeah, this podcast is going to be very much a visual thing. So we really wanted to showcase Tom's work. So if you're frustrated to think, well, we're talking about all these models, but we can't see them, go to the YouTube channel. You can see them all here. If this link's going to work, because now it's sort of going into a loading screen, so hopefully it's going to pop up. We might just go and skip that one for now. Look at your squigs if that come up at all. That's having trouble loading for some reason. In fact, they're all having trouble loading. Maybe I need to reload.
Yeah, I don't know. The connection is a little
connection
poor
is
this
dropped
end.
out. Okay, the connection's dropped out a little bit, unfortunately. So okay, we've got the squig collection here. The spider squig.
Yeah, dark, living in a cave somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, these are good, like motivating models. They were quite not easy to paint. They were just quick to paint, primarily because you didn't have to worry about like what color's this belt buckle going to be. You know, it was just like, oh, the main body that'll just be one color, and then everything else could be done like just tagged in. They were good, quick, refreshing models to do.
Nice, mate.
Yeah, I love like people. I like people with a different style, and eventually I'll probably get around to trying to emulate them. But I like it when people, you see when they undercoat black and then they re-undercoat everything white, and they just leave that black line around everything.
Yeah, I've
Like I
never
really
understood
like it.
that. I've just never understood it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I think on a large model, like a garage kit type thing, where you've got like something that's like 200 millimeters tall, that would work really well for like Kingdom Death. Yeah, those scaled miniatures would work well with a zenithal highlight. But for 28 mil, I just don't understand why people are doing it. But then it's just it's just really up to the person. I mean, really, it's just like an individual thing. So maybe it just really works for some people and they really like it. I just don't understand it. When people have like this kind of speckled white, kind of looks like it's like a really bad undercoat over the top of the black.
Yeah.
It just looks strange
Yeah.
to me. I just don't understand why people do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But like at some point I will try and paint one of these models with like a heavy black line around everything. I think it looks amazing, but it just requires a different mindset, doesn't it?
I think it's just down to experimentation, whatever works for you, mate. So you might find like zenithal highlighting really works on a particular style of miniature, maybe.
Yeah.
That really
This guy I
benefits,
kind of
right?
like. I think I probably have. I think I probably got more of this guy than any of the other ones. But like
Yeah,
he's
I really
just
like
like,
him.
yeah, really easy. It was just done with really quite thin paint, wet in wet, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then highlight everything kind of really pale, and then with that guy with his pink face, it was just like a wash of pink on top. Yeah, it was good.
Mm. Yeah, it's got a very naturalistic kind of tone to the pinks and the faces and that kind
Yeah.
of thing, which is quite nice. This is what's
Apart
pretty
from this
cool.
guy here, I
Yeah.
tried to paint him like a bee. I wanted him to be
Right.
like a poisonous squig, but like when I look at him, he just stands out from the other ones. I didn't, well, you know, he's done now. I can move on. Yeah,
Cool. There's so many of them. Wow. How
yeah.
many squigs do you have now,
I
mate?
think
Tom in your
I
collection.
think it's like 23, 20 to
Wow.
around 20s somewhere. But
Amazing.
I don't have the two big squigs. Like there's a big kind of,
Mm.
is it like I think it's called like a slasher grabber or something like that. And then there's another one that looks a bit like a alien face hugger, I suppose.
Oh, this looks pretty cool. This is familiar, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
he's a familiar. Yeah,
That's
but for
awesome.
now he
The
is a hair
Sasquatch.
squig.
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? I really like how this turned out, like the sort of turquoise to blue or purple.
Yeah.
That looks very nice. I like that a lot.
I didn't when I was looking at him, I didn't see the face at all. Uh,
Yeah.
the face only came out when I was painting him. I thought he was just a big blob of hair, but yeah, there's
Yeah,
teeth and
he's that
eyes.
and more. Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
like that a lot, actually. That's a really cool miniature.
Yeah, I remember taking ages to get around to paint him. This here I put as a runt bot. He's
Oh,
an
cool.
epic
Little gob
scale
smasher. Yeah.
smasher, and like hopefully next month I'll paint a controller for him. You know.
Excellent. I love that idea, mate. That's brilliant. I love those models. I love that design of the Gob Smasher. It's my
Mm.
favorite orc vehicle. They just do terrible in my games at Epic, unfortunately. But yeah, I just love the design of it.
This one here is me going back to the pulsar rocket and not done all of those rivets. Where on this one I was like, oh sod it, I'll just do those rivets. It was a pain to do, but it looks much better than if I hadn't have done them. Yeah, and
Cool.
to be
Sorry,
fair,
sorry about the bells in the background. That's time to say it's 6 o'clock here in Japan, in my neighborhood. So I apologize for that. It's gone now.
yeah, the rivets are really easy. They were just
Yeah.
black and then just
Yep.
a chainmail on top.
Yep.
So
That's some.
yeah, they're just a chore, but they makes it look a lot better.
Yeah, mate. Looks really good. Okay, well, let's now try again to go to the Freebirds site. Here we go. I think we're okay now. We've got
Oh,
internet
there we
connection
go.
much better.
That's better.
Now,
That's
I
the
do
first
remember
reboot
seeing
then.
these. Yeah, I do remember seeing these on the Facebook group, mate. That's why I really got to know your orcs a lot through your freebooters.
That's the first one I painted, like the boss, I guess. But like here, probably later on you'll see that I changed how I paint the barbed wire on his base. Like there, I think I just covered it in like fluorescent paint, hoping for
Mm,
like a rust effect. Whereas later on, the fluorescent paint is a lot less and there's a bit more metal. And it looks a bit better. But yeah, what a cracking miniature! They're
oh, it's awesome, mate. Yeah.
he seems really popular. When you look him up, there are some amazing paint jobs on him. I found his
Mm,
teeth quite difficult to do, but like, yeah, it was good. This guy was a pain to paint. I didn't like painting him, but like, he's a nice model. Yeah, you can tell that I didn't really enjoy painting him because, like, you know, his hand has got some spikes on there that are not different. I just colored them in blue. Um, the yellow on his gun is like just one tone, I guess. You know,
mm,
so the yellow of his gun and the yellow of his coat and the yellow of his hand, they're all the same tone, just because it was quicker. Yeah.
yeah.
Usually, if I like them, I'll try and make them slightly different, either by adding a bit more shade, or you know, I'll still use the same paint, but just slightly different. Yeah, that thing hanging down from from his cigar, like was a bit odd. But this guy here, the bad doc, flipping loved him. Him and his counterpart, the mech, they've like inspired these stripy trousers where like previously I think I just used red and white, whereas these ones I put the blue band in. I think I was flicking through one of the source books, probably here we go, I should think, and like in there they did the same, so I just thought I'd give it a shot.
Lovely. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this one too, mate.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Yeah.
Ooh.
But they all look like, now I see them all together, they all look like they're gonna take a big game of hockey or something.
Yeah.
Or baseball. Baseball uniform. Yeah, he's a cracking model. I'm a little gutted that I didn't put in his power arm, his like claw. You can see the kind of just in his thumb, that little joint there. I think I should have painted that a different color. But that's that's it. Done.
Well, you can always go back and do them if you want to. You can always go back, as I do.
Yeah, I think
you can
I
drive
want to
yourself
do
crazy, like
That's
me.
it, yeah. And it'll never be finished then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like me. What is this guy? Hang on. So this guy looks cool too. Yeah.
This guy here, I like his face. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. Oh, you can see that it's just red and white trousers. Yeah, so he's one of the first painted. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through the second codex of the freebooters there, and they've all got this kind of white and red striped pants, which I really think is really, it really brings out the model so much more, like the colors as well. It really brings out so much color in everything else in the model too. I think it was painted any other color, it would just draw the colors into the pants, but the pants just really lift everything else out of the miniature. So yeah, good choice there, mate. And all the hazard stripes too. I like all that as well. That's cool. Very second edition.
Yeah. Yeah, I seem to shy away from painting them later on. I should have put a lot more on, say, like the either knobs, the mega armored knobs. I wish I put them on there, but they're quite a daunting thing to do. I think you paint all the yellow and then you're like, oh, that looks good, and then you've got to like chuck a big black line on it. You're like,
yeah, it's a daunting task, but yeah, if you can pull it off, which you have, then it does come up really nice.
I didn't like this guy to paint him like the one with the pointy hat. Yeah.
Oh, this guy here you didn't like painting?
No, I didn't like painting him. He was I don't know why. I looked forward to painting him, but then when it came out to do it, I didn't like it. Like his eyes are odd, like his top lip is odd. But when I remember this from a kid, this guy, but I never really noticed that his hat was a squig. I was like, oh yeah, there's a face in his hat.
It is too.
It's a nice,
I noticed
nice one when I came to paint it as a nice little bonus.
Yeah, I really like this one though. I really like it. Again, I think it's just the white and red striped pants and the shirt that sort of just brings it all together, just ties all the colors together.
Yeah, it was good. I struggled with the what's it called, plaster on his chin, but at least it's right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Kev loves putting on plasters on people, doesn't he? On these orcs.
Yeah. But he's good. There wasn't too much detail on him. He was just nice and plain. Yeah, so he's quite a good one. But I didn't know whether to see his plasma gun. I didn't know whether to paint like a nozzle, a black nozzle on that. So I just left it. I was like, well, no one's really gonna mind about that.
That's fine. Again, you can just paint it on after, mate, if you want to just try it out and see what it looks like. But I know what you mean. Like sometimes it's best left just to leave it as it is.
Yeah, but you can see on these ones coming up, I think like I was just like, oh, get them done, and like where I've glued is all of the arms are pinned in.
Wow.
I've got a terrible habit of dropping them when I'm painting, so I probably drop each model like 3 or 4 times. Yeah.
You're a butterfingers like me then. I can tell you relate to that, mate. I do the same thing. Don't worry. But yeah, I didn't pin my arms, so I hopefully they'll stay on. Just
Fingers crossed for you.
nice and attached. I get the mono wheel. Cool.
Yeah, this guy's a swap. He's a swap from what's his name? David. He lives just down the road from me, and he saw my models on Instagram, got in contact, and we realized we lived not too far away, and swapped some Goth models for this guy. Yeah.
Nice.
And a couple more. So it was really good. It was nice of him to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So he swapped you just the torsos, yeah?
No. He swapped the whole
thing.
The whole model. Yeah.
Wow.
There and like a load more. There's a load more Gretchen. There's another one with like bionic legs. Yeah. So it was really good of him to do.
Yeah, it's lovely of him, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa. That's quite cool. Yeah.
This is the one we swapped. Yeah.
Right.
But he was such a nice model. I give him a special gun. I was like,
yeah. So these particular weapons are some kind of combi hand weapon?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like just you have those, I think they have custom shooters. That's it. They got like
custom shooters. Right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Nice.
But
I've never seen the models. I've never seen these particular custom shooter models, like the actual guns.
Oh, really?
I don't have any. Yeah, I've never seen them before. It's the first time I've really seen them. I thought they're first of all just part of the model, but they're not. They're actually a metal component that you must buy separately or something. I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, and they come as like a complete gun, so
right.
You have to cut the handle off to put them on. Yeah.
Are they in metal?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep. There's another one for like painting all of the rivets. Like I think like this is one where you could have gone to town on the details. Like his leg, you could have like put a load of dags on the separate plates or whatever. This one here is like if you wanted a showcase piece, there's so much you could have done with it. But like in the case of like it's a whole army, you've got to just paint it flat color and then just delineate the rivets, and it's done a good job.
Yeah. I particularly like this particular model. It's very nice. Very cool. This arm is part of the model, yeah? This armor here, this bionic arm, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think maybe this guy. Oh no, maybe he's not. Like, there's another one, isn't there? The guy, the knob riding the bike, that's got his arm up in there.
That's right. Yeah. I've got one of those in the stripper at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, what a massive hand! Look how big his fingers are. They're huge. When I was painting it, I thought, is that like a power armor glove? But no, it's just his hand.
Yeah.
Like compared to his other hand.
he's been beating a few orcs around the head, I think. That's probably why. He's, yeah. Nice one. Okay, is this a different? It's a different one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this one here. I think I might have sent the wrong picture, but like this one here, I painted on some white spots on his cap.
Right.
Because like when I painted it blue, it just looks like he's got like a blue. It looks like he's just got a blue skull.
Yeah.
But like but it's his cap, so I painted some white spots on it, and it's a lot better now.
Right.
Yeah. I like this guy's face. It's a lot.
I like the skin tone on this one. Yeah, I particularly like the skin tone on this one. Yeah, more subdued, I think.
Yeah. I think I just put a bit more yellow in the paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, you look at it and you're like, oh man, I haven't blacked in the nozzle on the gun. Like, and here.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Specifically, all my orcs have got like yellow bracelets, but I forgot to paint the yellow on the bracelet here. So right.
It's a pink. We'll get to the pink undercoat or the base coat later, but yeah. Now you say it, now I can think, oh yeah, okay, I realize what he's done there. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. But again, I should have put like maybe some hazard stripes on that middle plate in the chainsaw. But yeah, just like you said, if it bothered me that much, I would have done it. So
mate, you can go back and do it, mate. I do it all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we're back to the start. All right, so let's now
close up in the face.
Let's close up the face. We did miss that at the front, actually. But yeah, this is the unreleased runt herder that we talked about in the very beginning of this slideshow. So if you do have him, then thank your lucky stars, because he's a much sought after runt herd now. So
that's a good one.
Okay, now let's see if we can get to another screen, if possible. Now this is the pink undercoat that we're talking about here.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, cool.
Tom kindly sent this file of a step-by-step. There's 50 slides. We're just going to quickly go through it, but we'll get Tom to explain the process of why he's using a pink, like a base coat for his yellow. So take it away here, mate, as I scroll through them.
Oh yeah, so I wish that I remember this guy's name, but like he posted up on one of the Facebook groups about a pink undercoat, and like he put like a link to a YouTube video. So I went and looked at it and I tried it out, and like it was lovely. It's life-changing way of painting yellow. Like when you put the yellow on top of it, it just comes out like richer. There's a deeper color to it, and like the link that he sent, he put you would do a pink undercoat, and then you do like a heavy dry brush with like maybe white on top, and then you put your yellow on top, and it already highlights it for you. But maybe me, I've just done pink. I haven't done the extra step.
Right. So you're saying that you just did. Sorry, mate. You're saying you just put yellow. I'm sorry, pink here as a base, and then straight to the top yellow.
Yeah, but the pink there is like a luminous pink. It's a fluorescent pink. Yeah. And then here, I think you can see, have I done it here? Yeah, I've put, I think, is it Flesh Tearers Red? That's the darker contrast paint. I think I've put that in the red paint there. So the red is what is it Wild Rider Red? I think that's it.
I have no idea, mate. Sorry.
I think that's the thing, and then the contrast on top, moot green for the skin. Yeah. But like the more models you paint, I think the kind of more naturally neat you get. So sometimes I'm really not neat at all, and I'm just like, oh, I'll just repaint that white and then go over it. But I can't remember why I painted it in this order. I think this way through here, I'm leaving like the cloth white, because that'll be done at the end, and I can just repaint it white and then put the stripes in. But like I'm trying to get the colors to kind of sit naturally. They don't really want to make so that's kind of why I've done like one red leg and one yellow leg, and then one yellow shoe and one red shoe. I think if they were the same color, it would just be not boring, but like it could be more exciting. And then I switched them around because I didn't want one side to be lighter than the other. Yeah. But like, to be fair, when I'm painting, I do think about it, but like I think about it for like a second. I think like hopefully, fingers crossed. You see the gun there on the left. You can see, like, I can't remember if I do it. I hope that I do. I can't remember. But like, you can see you can see where the highlight is all messy and like it's a bit tattered. But fingers crossed, I paint the rivets and it tightens it up. I just leave it like that. What am I doing now? Pink tubes. Yeah.
Yep.
So the pink is like a fluorescent pink, and then it's kind of shaded with fluorescent purple, I think. Yeah, but they're just like really watered down and just washed on. It's quite quick. What am I doing here? I don't know.
Maybe the blues on the hair and the wristband, maybe?
Yeah. So I did so many of these photos primarily because when people post, it's like a kind of, that meme where you're like, draw an owl. And you're like, draw a circle and draw the rest of the owl. And like the difference in between them is it's just too much. My brain is like, it doesn't look anything like the first picture. So that's why I've done loads of them, just because, you can really see how it kind of rivets, come together.
You did the rivets, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last five. Okay, so we're coming to the final conclusion. It's still taking shape now.
Yeah, I think it's a base, just going on the base.
Right. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah,
And that's it. Beautiful. So
yeah, there it is. Done.
nice. Like I said, Tom, we might have that in the fanzine at some point with you giving a short description of like several photos of stages, and
Yeah, no
I think people
worries.
really appreciate that because yellow's always a bane of people's painting and how they do it, and I always get asked questions like, "How do you do yellow?" I just say, "I just use a white base coat to put the yellow over it," but using the pink is a new way of method of doing it. I'm going to try it myself
Mm.
because it
Oh,
seems
it's
to be
brilliant. Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, the kind of deeper the pink, the kind of more orangey, the yellow will come out. But yeah,
Mm,
it's been really good. I like it. It's just a richer tone.
nice. Okay, mate, well that's awesome. So I'll have to definitely check that out.
Mm.
Um, okay, now let's move on to your. I think it's going to be your dwarfs, isn't it? Oh, did I just click it off? Oh, I did. Your dwarfs. Here we go. Perfect timing. So,
Oh, look at
um,
that.
yep.
Mm.
So this is a massive collection of third edition dwarves.
Yeah. Oh, these are the models I remember as a kid. Like when I was and the orcs. Don't get me wrong, but like I think when I was growing up, I was far more into fantasy than the science fiction. Um, so I think when I was looking at the White Dwarfs, these models were in there. And then when I came to actually go and buy ones, then it was these models. It was the Marauder figures. So the Marauder figures are the ones that I bought personally as a kid, but then these Imperial ones are the ones that I saw in all of the magazines. So uh, yeah, it was kind of like um, a nice miss. It's just nice to collect them. They
Yeah.
made me feel really good, and like they were really. It was the first time where I was like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and go and paint them first thing. Before having like breakfast or tea or anything, I was super excited to go and do them, and it was such a wonderful feeling to feel that again.
Yeah, mate. It's an
Yeah,
amazing collection, man. Bloody hell. You've got the Jurassic
yeah,
plastic dwarves in the background there. Fantastic.
yeah. They were a joy to paint. They were brilliant. I loved them. I've got like
Yeah.
a big thing. I like kind of the monopose miniature. Yeah, it was nice. I kind of like painting them. It's just like a process thing, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the flame cannon there, I like that model with the guys like covering
Mm,
their
yeah.
ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy doing that Drake meme, it's just like, no, yes.
He's going to have to light it. He's got the unfortunate job of lighting the flame cannon, sadly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, there's another one there. I put like that luminous green glow as a bit of
Yeah.
fire
Yeah. Saw that. Yeah.
coming out of it. Yeah.
Or Bugman's Rangers. Nice one.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
when I
Some
posted
nice.
those Bugman Rangers, everyone was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you use the Bluetooth sign as a shield." I was like, "Oh." It was like one of those things I'd never used
Yeah.
Bluetooth before, so I'd never really seen it. I was just like,
Yeah.
"No, it's B for Bugman," but like really, I should have printed out like a little thing and stuck it on.
No, I think that was perfect. It didn't. It did not.
Yeah.
I did not make that correlation myself
No,
visually when I
no,
saw that. That
neither
I
did
just saw
I.
B as Bugman. That's the rune for. That's a rune. Basically, it's a dwarf rune, and it's just.
Yeah.
It stands for Bugman or
So
stands for beer or something. I don't know, but it stands for something.
I painted the Bugman's green because they're rangers, they're out in the
Yeah.
wild. They should
Yeah.
be like green and brown, and then blue and white for the Imperials. But I started off painting. There's a load of like crusading dwarves. They're kind
Mm.
of like in white with like a red trim. That's kind of how I started off painting them, and then I was just like you know what, blue and white is just so classic and
Mm.
like iconic, even though I think it was like just a small part of Wayne England's paint scheme. I think it was
Yeah.
primarily like black and white. I think. Can't
Blue and
remember.
white. Wayne England's is blue and white, mate. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
got
I'm
a
sure
style.
he's done like a. I'm sure like that was a small part of it, and some of it was like black and white as well, which you
Oh,
never
right.
see.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. In that case, I haven't seen that one.
yeah.
Amazing.
Um,
But yeah, that army
those
would be the
those
envy of many people, I'd say, mate. I mean, many dwarf lovers.
those slayers there on the left,
Mm.
the ones right in front.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there if you compare them with the slayers behind.
Yep.
The slayers behind were in grey paint, and then the slayers in front painted with a white undercoat. And
Right.
like the difference is everything.
Night and
It's
day,
like,
isn't it? Yep.
yeah, so much brighter. So I'm a little gutted that I didn't do white for everything, but I'm not going to paint them again.
Don't paint them again, Tom. I was going to say,
They're done.
don't be like me and paint everything again. Don't do that.
Oh no,
Um,
can't be doing that. But I liked collecting, like in the Imperial one next to it. You can see there are different models. There's
I
Gimli at
saw
the
that.
front.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
I like all
a
the models
nice
that are all the
mix.
same. The kings right in front. So I've got now the one with the unicorn on the helmet. He's waiting to be painted up, but I don't have any motivation yet to go back and paint the models that I'm missing. I've got like a whole load of other units to add
Mm.
eventually.
Wow.
There's the
Gee.
different. There's
Yeah.
the ones with like puff and slash kind of uniforms on.
Oh, the Imperial dwarves. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole load of them with spears. There's a load of them with
Nice.
halberds. There's a load with um, I can't remember. There's a load of like what they called Norse dwarfs to add. Yeah,
Yep. Lovely, mate.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a proper third edition army. Yeah. Really.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
massive
so
army.
I'm
Huge.
so pleased with them, and like it's just a case of going, step by step. Don't look at the
Yeah.
bigger picture. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But once again, like most of this, I would never have painted if it wasn't for the Old World Army Challenge. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good. I
That's
like the
excellent, man.
wizards at the front.
Yeah. Yep.
They
There's
took
quite a
a
lot of them.
long time. Yeah, they took a long time to find. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wizards at the front are my favorite out of all of these. I think the wizards, then the really old slayers, the Colin Dixon dwarf
Mm.
slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, what have we done?
yeah, they're nice. Oh, and
I've
I
lost
didn't
them.
realize as well, like the one of the cannons in there, like the original one, is still produced, I think, by Foundry. But you have to find it in like a historical section, because I
Oh,
remember
right.
seeing it. I remember seeing it in a White Dwarf, going like, "Look at that cannon," and like I could never find it anywhere. But it's
Yeah.
still in production, which is why I couldn't find it.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point because someone actually pointed out in the live stream yesterday that, yeah, the Foundry do carry a lot of old original Citadel miniatures that Brian Ansell got the molds for and bought them. Or it's been in storage for so long, he's just now starting producing a lot of them on the sort of the round tab bases. So yeah, you can get some old classics in there as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But yeah, but have you got enough dwarves? Do you think, Tom? Do you need
No,
more?
I probably have enough. Like I shouldn't buy any more. I've got like I've got all the gaps filled, but I should paint more. 100%. Like I should paint the rest that I've got, but um, I'm at an annoying stage where I've got like maybe like a little bit of Norse. I've got a little bit of the newer kind of Marauder Clansman unit,
Mm-hmm.
which are slightly chunky. They don't quite fit with the Imperial dwarfs. They're slightly smaller. So it was just a stylistic choice to make, and like a realistic choice as to whether I should spend so much time painting these
Yeah.
or try and complete another section of my hobby. So like I'm looking forward to trying to do Necromunda stuff. I'd like to paint a couple of gangs like the old gangs. Although, to be fair, I think the new Games Workshop stuff, the sculpts for the Necromunda have been outstanding. They've been really good. I like them a lot. Yeah.
Good, mate. That's excellent. Well, I'm glad that you're back on the hobby path, and you're kicking goals, mate. That's the main thing, eh? Like you're actually getting
Yeah.
stuff done. You're painting stuff up. You know, with the challenges, and I think most people can in the same boat who are part of a challenge. Yeah, we are so motivated to reach these targets that it's propelling us forward and every month, and we're just getting stuff done, and that's the best thing about it, isn't it? We can actually see our results. We're proud to see miniatures on the table, even though they might not be the best paint jobs we've ever done. It doesn't really matter. I'm not so fussed about that anymore now. At my age, I'm like sort of like, yep, they're cool, they're painted, I can play with them. I can get them on the table and play with them, and that's the main thing in it. But yeah, your stuff is a really inspirational collection of space orcs, mate, I must say.
Yeah, it's been good. Like, did I send you a picture of that?
Yes, you did. Yeah. That's brilliant. Yeah.
Nice.
That's an armor cast one? Is it an armor cast one?
No, that's a fan sculpt. Yeah, it's been brilliant. Like I think it might have been taken off the armor cast one, but like it's certainly not whatever resin that's made out of. Yeah, it's like a crazy kind of plastic. Yeah,
wow.
But it's been good.
That's been really good, man. Yeah, nice.
I think the next painting goal would be to like try and go a lot darker and more muddy. I think if I'm gonna do Necromunda stuff, I just like, what was it, like Blade Runner? Like the background to Blade Runner, it's just amazing with all of the shanties and District 9, like that as a sci-fi, all the shanty stuff in there. I just like all of the rubbish and the litter. The claustrophobia. It'd just be nice to like kind of emulate that darker style in a model. But I think it like would probably call for like a different mindset, just quick, nasty, lots of dry brushing, lots of glazing. Yeah. But it'd be nice to do something completely different. Yeah.
Mate, if you're looking for the Blade Runner experience, come to Osaka in Japan. As you know, I'm in Japan. And it was the director. Who was the director for that film again? It's a really famous director. Ridley Scott. He traveled to Japan and he went to Osaka, and that's where his inspiration came for Blade Runner. And I went there myself, and man, the sounds, the sights, and everything, it really reminded me of a lot of the scenes in Blade Runner. It gave me that atmosphere.
It's brilliant.
If you like that kind of thing, and Osaka is definitely the place to go to, mate. After that, post-COVID, of course, it's like the worst place to go in Japan right now. But yeah, post-COVID, it's the place to go to get your cyberpunk feel. But
nice.
Tom, it's been really, really great to talk to you, and I'm really happy that you could share this time with us to talk about your collection of models. And
it's been a pleasure, and also one of the reasons why like I've posted my stuff online. I think not being much of a gamer is very small chance of people seeing my models, and like I just enjoy looking at other people's models, and it's been wonderful to know that people like looking at the stuff that I paint.
Yeah, mate, it's been really good, especially for like during these times and people in lockdown, like in the UK and Europe or whatever. It's good to have this kind of hobby motivation for people, to see people actively, working in the community, doing great stuff, kicking goals, their hobby goals, getting stuff painted, and it's motivating them, and they feel good about it too. So it goes around in this wonderful cycle of ours, isn't it? So
yeah.
But Tom, I won't take up any more of your time in your morning, mate. So go and enjoy your day and relax with the cats, and go and get some painting done.
Cheers.
Okay, Tom, thanks very much, mate.
Yeah, thank you. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thanks, mate. You too, mate.
Bye.
Okay, that's it.